Welcome to the Bearded Bama Bushcrafter. Out here, I am getting another ruck in today. It is a beautiful, beautiful day. Let's check this out. Look at that beautiful bluebird sky. Change things up today. It's been a week since my last ruck. And the pack I had on last weekend was one of my camping, hiking, / bushcrafting hunting packs. And I had about 20 pounds of equipment, of gear that I use. Today I've dropped back to old school. I don't know if you can see that well. One of my old A.L.I.C.E packs. And I simply have a 45-pound plate strapped to it. And I'm rucking with it. So far, so good. Of course, this pack is not comfortable. You have to embrace the suck when you're using these A.L.I.C.E packs. They just grip your shoulders and it feels like a talon just digging in. But I was thinking about it as I was coming up that hill. I was feeling a little bit of pain, discomfort. And that's good because shows that I'm alive. You need to suffer a little bit when we work out and push ourselves, and I'm pushing myself today. It's funny, this ruck is only going to be, I think, 4 miles. Last weekend it was 8 miles, which I didn't realize it was that far until after I'd finished it and I drove it. And it was 8 miles almost on the dot, just a little further beyond the 8 mile mark. And today, this hike, or ruck, is 4 miles. So I've gone up half this, I took the weight, went halfway up to 40, 45. I was at 20 pounds last week, but I dropped down in mileage to half of 8, so that's 4. Getting a little distracted here. I heard something in the brush there. Probably a deer. Alright, so anyway, thought I would discuss a little more on the discipline equals freedom reset. So y'all stand by on that. Alright, I guess that was a deer. There are a lot of deer on this road, not in this area. Okay, so just kind of furthering the discussion from last weekend. This is day 28. And this is week 4. And it is a 31 day, I guess you could call it a challenge. Just learning to reset, working on discipline over motivation. Motivation will only take you so far. Motivation does not get you to where you need to be. Motivation kind of is a quick jump start with things. It's kind of like taking that shot of energy drink. Boom, it gets you up. But if you're not working out and you don't have the strength and endurance built up, that energy drink's going to only do so much, and then you're going to bonk and crash. And that's how motivation is. So discipline, prime example of discipline last night. I was not feeling it. It's funny because last weekend on Friday night, I hit a wall into week 3. And I was just kind of like, man, can I do this? And I pushed through it. And I made it to week 4, through week 4 almost. And last night, the same thing happened. I was not motivated. Got some dogs that appear that's probably going to come running at me here in a minute if they hear me. They're asleep right now. But and I had to just kind of, that lazy guy that lives inside my head, he was like, hey man, just put it off for tomorrow. You need to rest. And although, I was agreeing with it, and I was like, nope, So I got up and I did some exercises, and I wound up getting a good workout in last night. That dopamine kicked in, got to feeling good. Sat down and was able to do a little reading and journaling. That's all part of the reset. which I have been journaling, and which I'm not a journalist, but I've been, you know, for the most part on a daily basis, I write down thoughts and ideas and quotes, and that's kind of how I journal. And sometimes something that I've experienced, I'll try to briefly write it down so I can remember it. And I did that last night, and then I was able to get me a good shower and good night's rest. So this morning, up before the enemy, was at 4:17 Eastern, and having a little quiet time, and just kind of got the day going. Just been doing this, so now I'm out here rucking. This is going to be part of my workout for today. I am feeling at 45 pounds. That is a lot of weight, but from what I understand, you should be doing 35 to 50 pounds. I heard someone mention you should be doing your body weight. That would be right at 200 pounds for me. That's a lot of weight. I can't tell if the camera is rolling. It is beautiful out here. Look at this pasture land, and it is all around me for the most part. Some of you who are local and watching these videos, you'll probably recognize where I am. It's a beautiful place. Family lives on both sides of the road, and they have owned this property for as long as I can remember. The man who originally owned it, he was a World War II vet, if I'm remembering that correctly. But he's passed on, and now his daughters, they live out here, take care of this place. A lot of wildlife. Well, back to the reset talk. Fuel. I have been eating cleaner, eating a lot more fruits for my sugar intake instead of the processed candies, candy bars. I may treat myself. A couple weeks ago, I think it was into week 1, I went on a trip with some buddies, and I bought one of those Snickers peanut butter bars, and I still have it. It's in the refrigerator. Every time I open it up, that thing's looking at me like, you know, you want to eat me. So I may treat myself, and that, you know, in this program, you know, it's not about just forbidding yourself to do certain things, to eat and drink certain things, but it's to cut back and to not let that be your main fuel supply. I've been eating, which I love meat, so I've been trying to eat less processed meat, and been grilling some food, trying to do more chicken, and of course wish I could afford steak more, but it's kind of high right now. And eggs, oh wow, eggs. What's up with eggs? These man-made shortages are just ridiculous, but I've been eating a lot of boiled eggs. That's a lot of protein. A little golden goodness in that hingeless box. So a little bit of Tolkien right there, if any of you guys have read The Hobbit. All right, I'm gonna have to, there's a dog here that will get after me, so a little blue heeler. So I'm gonna put this camera down for a minute. All right, well, didn't see the little dog that time. I know in the past I've been out here, whether it's been on my bike or on foot like I am today. If he sees me, he comes at me. And typical of blue heelers, he always tries to work his way behind me and wants to nip at me. So I have to be on guard with him, because I do believe he will, or she will, bite you. All right, man, I've been into this hike right at 30 minutes. This ruck. Man, I'm feeling my shoulders. This pack is not a Cadillac. This is a Pinto. Or Yugo. This is in the car category. So you can really feel that plate. It's riding well. I mean, I'm glad I don't have it, the waist belt across. but I do have the shoulder harness is cinched. I don't have them so tight that it's constricting and cutting blood flow off, but you can really feel it wearing on the shoulders, that lower neck. But this is part of when you're training, when you're working out. And I think I'm at a point where I need to kind of move it up a little bit. Don't want to do it too fast and cause an injury. Definitely don't want to do that. I have suffered with a few things over the past 2 years, and that last one, that hernia, it really kind of messed with me. I think I said that before. It really messed with my psyche, and I've been real careful. I don't want to be paranoid about another injury. But those hernias, they're not fun. And but I think I had become complacent with that, and I could see it. And the motion is lotion thing, I had backed off on that, and I could, I was feeling it. My mind wasn't as clear, my body not as strong and flexible. I was kind of giving into it, and I'm glad this DEFreset come along, because it's something that I needed. And from what I understand, day 21 into the new year is when I think it's 85% of people who make resolutions, they drop out. This is not a resolution. I hope this has become part of my lifestyle from here on out for however long I'm on this earth. I'm in that 15% bracket now of moving on. Day 31 is next Tuesday. And my wife was saying something to me this morning. She said, "That'd be good. You don't have to get up at 4:30 anymore." I'm still going to continue with that. I don't think I'm going to be making... There's an old buzzard over here. They must be roosting in this old house. I don't know if y'all can see him sitting up there in that tree. They're probably using that old house there as a roost. Probably so. Or something maybe dead in there. But I lost my train of thought there. Let's see if I can get it back. Train of thought came back to the station. I don't think I'm going to be making the posts. I've been doing it daily, doing posts on Instagram and Facebook, and making these videos here to share on YouTube. And but on a personal level, I will be maintaining the working out, because that is important. The eating healthier, those habits, and of what I'm drinking. Been drinking a gallon of water a day. And at first that was difficult for me, but now it's just, I've got a certain cup that I use, and I drink it so many times a day. And a lot of times it's force hydrating. I do that first thing I get up. I evacuate the bladder, and then I force hydrate about a quart of water. And I got that throughout the day to do, and at bedtime. So guys, I hope that you are enjoying these videos here about the reset. Look into it. Maybe it's something you can pick a day and start and do so yourself. It has been a real fun thing that I've done. I've really enjoyed this, and it is definitely a challenge, and it has motivated me to become disciplined, and I hope I can continue with the discipline. I hope everyone is doing well out there. Y'all go on and hit that thumbs up button. And as always, if you're not a subscriber, go ahead and feel free to subscribe to my channel and follow along. I hope to have some more videos coming up in the future, doing some of those bushcrafting, hiking, hunting, fishing, even talking about Bigfoot. Hadn't talked about Bigfoot in a while. I've got a place I want to go to where there was a sighting, and I haven't gone and done that yet, so hope before it gets too hot, get down that way and make that video. All right, everybody. I hope y'all have a wonderful weekend, and I will see you next time. Take care. Out.